disguising. She's a little handful of trouble, a bundle of fun. Glad you could make it, so glad you could come. Little Miss, we're waiting for you. Ready, steady, how do you do?
Little Miss Neat lived in Two Pin Cottage. It was called Two Pin Cottage because she kept it as neat as two pins. Little Miss Neat was a very tidy person, probably the tidiest person in the world. She couldn't stand a mess.
Oh, I do like to see things neat and tidy, spick and span, if you know what I mean.
Every day, she spent all day polishing and dusting and cleaning and making sure that things were in their proper places.
I do like to see things in their proper places.
One morning, little Miss Neat awoke in a bedroom in Two Pin Cottage and looked out of a bedroom window. It had been raining during the night, and there was a puddle in the middle of the garden path. She gasped in horror
Oh, that is nasty.
and rushed outside with a duster.
Oh, dear me, we can't have that. Water all over my nice clean path.
She mopped up every drop of puddle, and then she rushed inside and washed the duster. And then she ironed the duster, and then she folded the duster, and then she placed the duster very neatly back in its drawer. Everything in Two Pin Cottage had its proper place.
Yeah? Oh, I do like to see things in their proper places.
Now, this story is about the time little Miss Neat went on holiday. She always went away for 1 week every summer, and this year was no different. But do you know, she spent 2 weeks packing, and then she spent the whole day polishing a suitcase.
Neat and tidy, clean and shiny, that's how things should be.
At last, she was ready to leave Two Pin Cottage, all spick and span and neat and tidy.
Oh, I do hope it doesn't get too dusty while I'm away.
She said as she closed the door behind her. But something worse than getting dusty was going to happen to Two Pin Cottage. Last week, Mr. Muddle had written to Miss Neat to tell her he was coming to tea. But being Mr. Muddle, he got into a muddle posting the letter. Actually, what happened was that when Mr. Muddle went to post the letter, he had the letter in one hand and a half-eaten cheese sandwich in the other. And you can guess what happened, can't you? That's right, he posted the sandwich. A posted cheese sandwich.
It'll be nice seeing Miss, Neat again.
He chuckled to himself as he walked home.
This, sandwich is a bit chewy.
It was the day after Miss Neat left that Mr. Muddle arrived and knocked on the door. No reply.
Goodbye.
He shouted. It should have been,
Hello.
but he isn't called Mr. Muddle for nothing.
Nobody home?
He called. He pushed open the door.
Oh, dear.
He thought as he looked around.
Nobody home. Never mind, I'll make myself a cup of tea and wait for Miss Neat.
So he went into the kitchen of Two Pin Cottage and made himself a cup of tea and waited. And waited. And waited some more.
I think I'll have another cup of tea. Now, where did I put the teapot? Where did I put the tea? Where did I put the milk, the sugar, and the spoon?
By the time he got to drink the tea, it was getting dark and time to go home. 1 week later, a taxi arrived outside Two Pin Cottage. Here we are, miss. Home sweet home, said the taxi driver.
Oh, that was a lovely holiday, but I'm gasping for a nice cup of tea. Goodbye, and thank you very much.
She walked up a garden path.
Not too many weeds, thank goodness.
Miss Neat went in through the front door and looked around.
Not too dusty. I think I'll make that nice cup of tea I promised myself before I unpack and tidy up a bit.
But making a cup of tea after a Mr. Muddle visit isn't quite as easy as it sounds. Little Miss Neat eventually found the teapot, not in its proper place,
In the refrigerator.
and she eventually found the milk, not in its proper place,
In the teapot.
and the tea,
The sugar bowl.
and the sugar,
The milk jug.
and a cup,
And the oven
and a saucer.
and the bread bin.
But could she find the teaspoon?
I can't find a teaspoon.
She could not. The telephone rang. Little Miss Neat picked it up.
Hello, Miss Neat here.
At the other end of the line, Mr. Muddle suddenly realised he was holding the telephone the wrong way round, and he turned it the right way round.
Goodbye.
He said.
Who's that speaking?
It's you.
Replied Mr. Muddle. Miss Neat thought for a moment.
Oh, it's Mr. Muddle speaking, isn't it?
Yes.
Replied Mr. Muddle, getting it right for once.
And you paid me a visit while I was on holiday, didn't you?
Yes.
Replied Mr. Muddle, getting it right for twice.
Can I come and see you now that you're back from holiday?
I suppose so. Goodbye.
Hello. Hello.
Said Mr. Muddle, and put the phone down. Little Miss Neat sighed a heavy sigh and sat down in the armchair next to the telephone.
Ouch!
And she found the teaspoons and the knives and the forks. And I don't think Little Miss Neat will be taking a holiday next year. Do you?
She's plump.
He's fat, they're late. I'm not here.
She's trouble.
Sunshine.
We're helpful, tiny.
Neat.
I'm silly.
She's happy. She's Little Miss Sunshine.
I'm fuzzy. I'm greedy.
I'm
I'm too
It's magic.
I'm mean.
Buffet.
Dream.
Scatterbrain.
Get the basket.
Splendid impossible team.